Hello, hello, and welcome to Tuesday Tips and Tricks for Acoustic Guitar. Right, and so another question I got asked was about hammer-ons. Now, I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there, but I'm going to do my own little video for you that asked the question. So, oh, sorry, I thought there was somebody at the door. But that's what happens when you just do all in one take, but it's cool. Just all these little things happen and it makes it funny. All right, so I think that was the post actually. Maybe do another video, tell you what it was. Anyway, so we're going to talk about hammer-ons and pull-offs today. Now, hammer-on and a pull-off sounds a bit complicated if you're just starting out on guitar, but it's something that is very, very cool. And it just helps your guitar playing a whole lot more. So I've got my two cameras up today, so I'll say hello here and hello here, and I can say hello at the same time. I can't look at the same time, but I don't know which camera on, camera 1, camera 2, or is it camera 2? I don't know. Anyway, so I showed you the bluegrass lick the other week. And so I think we'll go back to that bluegrass lick because it's really cool. It's really common, and you can do it in most shapes on the fretboard. So it's in G, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to start picking the E string here, and then we're going to come up. So basically that's it in slow motion, but I'll walk you through it very quickly. So we're going to start with the G, pick the G chord, B string. Now you can use a pick if you want to, but you don't have to use a pick. You can use your thumb. It's entirely up to you. I use a pick sometimes I don't, sometimes I finger pick. But if you are finger picking, it's probably good to grow your nails a little bit so you can grab it. So you always tell a guitar player that he's got very little nails on this side and got nails on this finger, this hand. All right, so G, and then we're going to play an open A string, and then we're going to hammer on. So a hammer on is basically we pick the string and then we hammer with our finger. Now, you don't always have to pick the string. A hammer on can do this. Right? That's technically a hammer on. And basically what he's doing is you're hammering with your finger, like a hammer. So you're tapping it, okay? But we're going to do a pick and hammer. All right, so from the G, play the A string, hammer on with the first finger, and then we're going to slide. Okay, so there's still enough resonance in the string there, vibration to keep the note going. All right, so we don't pick again, just pick once. So actually we're getting 3 notes out of 1 pick. Alright? You can practice that, okay? So remember, your middle finger here is on the G. So you're playing a G chord. Okay, but this is a run, right? A little lick. And then what we're going to do is, again, pick the G. And then we're going to come off, pick the A. And then we're going to hammer on with the first finger. Right, so that's what we've got first. Now we're going to do a hammer on and pull off. Now, what we're doing here, you can use either finger you want to. Whichever finger is more comfortable for you, it's fine. On this one, so. And what a hammer off is, hammer and pull off, is we're going to hammer on. So we're picking, but now we're gonna pick. So we're strumming down with this. So you can practice that. You're pulling the string. So you're basically plucking the string with this hand. So rather than plucking with this hand, right? We'll go again from the beginning. Right, so this hammer on, I've got the hammer on down, and then we're pulling off, and then we're picking that open string. Okay, so very slowly. G, open A, hammer on, slide, and then pick, hammer on, pull off, and that's it. You've got it. All right. Back to G. It's a good one to finish off the song, you know. You can do that. You can even practice going up and down that, and it goes well with if you're asked to do solo. Right? You can also do it in C, and it's very much the same in C. Okay, you just have to find your notes. Okay, C. But this is instead of playing the open string with that. So you're not playing an open string, you've got to remember to hit your C. Otherwise you'll get a B flat and it won't sound right. Well, B, sorry. That's the B string. Right? So you can practice with that, but the most common ones is you'll find that in the G, and that's most. And if you're just starting out playing bluegrass or just starting out playing country, you know, you can always get the capo and still play in G. It's not a bad thing to do that. And sometimes there will be professional pickers that will want to play those licks in G, and that's so they'll capo up when it's not in G. They'll capo up so they can still play that G shape, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. There's a lot of songs that I like to play in D or using a D shape, but because there's just different things you can do with D and different things, or like if you want that kind of Johnny Cash. It goes really well with the E chord, but if you don't want to play an E, then, you know, and if you want to play in something else that was too low for you, you could use the same E shape. All right, but there's another type of hammer-on. So hammer-ons and pull-offs are really, really cool, and you can figure out how to do them. You can even do them in chords. So there's one of my songs called Right on Time, which I do that with the C. So just that hammer on and pull off gives you a little bit more flavor. So we'll go back to our G chord and we'll give this another practice, our little G run. Okay. So I'm not trying to fill you with lots of things. I'm just trying to give you more ideas that you can use those hammer on. Rather than just doing this only G lick, you can know that there's uses for hammer-ons and pull-offs all the way around. You know, a lot of times when people are shredding their electric guitar, they're basically you know doing this kind of hammer-on and pull-off. All right, so that's something that you can do later on. I don't really do that. Like I said, I'm not really an electric picker. I like the acoustic sound. I've always been that. So back to our All right, so there you go. So you can practice that and go over with the video a couple more times if you want to. Just practice. And then once you just play it at slow speed. A good thing is to get a metronome or a click track. You know, it's just something like that. You could probably download one. I've got one on my phone. You get a free metronome, but then you can start at a slow speed. Right? And you can go from there, and I'm sure you'll get to grips with it really, really quickly. And it's a really simple lick when you understand that. So but that's the whole point of the video today was about hammer-ons and pull-offs. And so anytime you do a hammer-on, some famous songs. Use that. There's a new flavor for your thumb picking. Right. So many different ways you can use the hammer on and pull off. So just experiment. That's the best thing about a guitar and you're playing is you can experiment. It doesn't have to be a copy of someone else. And really, we shouldn't copy other people. We can learn other people's stuff, but it's really cool if we can develop our own technique rather than just learning what someone else is doing. Just experiment. And try different hammer-ons and pull-offs and try different kind of licks. You can oftentimes make up your own in this way so many different times. But just remember a hammer-on, that's all you're doing. It's just hitting the stringer. All right? It might be difficult at first. Your fingers might not be up to it until you develop the calluses and such on your fingers. But you can get a sound out of it. Okay, you can get a sound just with a hammer on. And your pull off. And that's what you're doing with a pull off, is just pull it off. Just pulling off the string. So I hope that helps you with the hammer-ons and pull-offs. If you do have any more questions, feel free to shout. I'm just kind of talking at you, trying to help out with some acoustic tips and tricks. And like I said, I try to do it all in one take, so it's kind of raw. And there we go. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with cutting up the video. Probably could filter out a lot of junk, but this is who I am. So hope you enjoy those, and I'll see you next time. So. Something like that. And if you want to post me videos of you doing the lick and making up some hammer-ons, I'd be glad to see them. That'd be cool. All right, take care, guys.